Hi guys, and welcome to the channel. Today I'm going to show you how to change the spark plugs on a Suzuki GSXR K6 K7. This will work for the 600 and the 750 model. You're going to need some basic tools, ratchets, extensions, Allen keys, and a feeler gauge as well to check your spark plug gap. And the standard spark plug is a CR9E, which is made by NGK, but there are other varieties that you can get for the bike. Right, so you've got some basic tools that they supply with the bike, which are just in this back section here, under your seat cowl. If you whip that off, you've got your tank top, which you're going to need, and your tool kit, which has got some tools in there. Right, so the first stage is taking the seat off the bike. So what you're going to want to do is undo these bolts here. They're a 4mm Allen key. You do get it included with your kit, but it's easier if you've got a ratchet and an extension. So you're going to want to do that both sides. Keep these safe, don't lose them. Safe. Now I've got an alarm, so I'm going to have to disable that on the screen. And then you can take your seat off. Move that out of the way. Right, so next what you want to do, you want to remove these side panels here. So you'll have a piece of Velcro just under here. You pull that away, and then you slide the panel back towards you, just like that. You can see your Velcro there. When you're replacing these, make sure you don't snap anything off later on. So we'll do that both sides. Put them out of the way. Right, in the next step, what you want to do is undo your main tank bolt. Make sure you got a nice long extension, because you don't want to be scratching or damaging your tank. This one's a 6mm Allen key. With a washer on there to keep them safe. Then your tank will just lift up. You want that end in there, and you've got a stop at the top there, and that's got that nice and secure. Right, so in this next section I'm going to show you what to take off your airbox. As you can see, this is your airbox here. So you've got these relays which are on rubbers. They just pull off, keep them clear out of the way, but be careful because they're still attached by their wires, so don't pull them too hard, just enough to get them off. And then this plug here, push that clip in on the top there, and leave that just clear as well. And if you come out to the other side, you've got this pipe here which you want to take off. A little help with a screwdriver, one of these hooks if you got one as well. So pull that clip, and that will come out of the way with a little bit of help. Hard to do it, putting your hands in the way. Right, there we go. And if you get a screwdriver in there, I've already given it a little help, but that comes straight off then. Right, so pull that out of the way, and then down here, bring the camera around here, on your frame here, you've got these little grommets if you like. Now you want to push the centre in, and then just pull it out with your nails. Be careful not to scratch your frame. You don't want to be getting a screwdriver in there. And that's it, pull that out. And then in this hole here, actually go to the other side because that'll be easier to show you from that side. You've got, mine's missing this side, so somebody's obviously already lost that. If you get a nice long screwdriver, and you go all the way through, if I just take the camera and show you, there is a screw just down and in there. My assistant just moves that screwdriver. You can see just in there is your screw. So you undo them, and that releases the airbox off the throttle bodies, and that makes it easier for you to pull your airbox straight off. With these throttle body screws, you don't want to take them right out, because you just want to loosen the clamps enough. If you take them right out, they're going to drop down in your engine bay, so don't take them right out. Also, I forgot to tell you, this pipe here, they tell you in the manual to take that off first, but it's a lot easier to loosen your airbox and pull it up and then take that off afterwards. Right, once you've undone your throttle body screws, what you want to do is come around here and take your main airbox bolt out. So that's a 10mm. If you're using the standard equipment they give you, you'll probably have to take this out of the way and have someone hold it for you, because it's a spanner, the standard equipment. Keep that safe away. And then once you've got your bolt out, what you want to do is just give it a bit of persuasion, if you like. I've already done it so mine's loose, but it will be tight. What you want to do is get under these two corners and pull it upwards. Your seals will then give, and that will come off the throttle body, and then you can literally pull the whole thing up and get to this pipe here. Right, once you've undone this clip and pulled this pipe off, your airbox will be completely free. You can pull that out of the way. You might have to take your tank up and you pop out like that, and there is the access to your engine, or the top of your engine. Right, so once you've got access to the top of your engine, it's time to remove your coil packs and spark plugs. So I can't stress enough how important it is to do this one at a time. One, so you don't get things muddled up, and two, because once you've got your spark plug out, you don't want to drop anything in the top of your engine. So first of all, you want to take your coil pack plug off by pressing that there, pulling that plug out of the way. Then what you want to do, they'll be quite tight, these coil packs, but you just want to give it a nice even pull up towards sort of the front of the bike. So get both fingers under there, give it a nice tug and work it out. Don't break these because they'll be quite expensive. So there's your coil pack. So we'll leave that out of the way, somewhere safe, don't step on it. Now with your tool kit you get with the bike, you get this tool, your spark plug remover, but it'd be handy to have a spark plug socket with a rubber insert as well to pull the spark plug out once it's loose. So put that down in your hole, locate it on the spark plug, and then you want to get your spanner on there. Well, I did it by putting my spark plug socket on there and actually just cracking it off first. I'm just using a rubber inserted spark plug socket, getting that down in there, and then getting your ratchet on there. You can get your ratchet on there. It'll be easier to do it first. And then crack it off, just like that. It's quite fiddly to get everything in there, but once you've cracked it off, you'll be fine. It's just figuring out your own way of getting access to it and cracking it off. They shouldn't be too tight anyway. But then you get your standard tool supplied with the bike in there. Give it a turn. It should be quite free. They're quite long threads on these, so you'll be winding for quite a while, but you should feel when it comes undone. If not, just keep winding for a good while and then get your socket in there and see if you can pull it out. There you go, it feels undone now. Oh, it's come out with this one. Sometimes they don't, in which case you'd have to get your rubber inserted spark plug socket in there and take it out that way. Right, so once you've removed your old spark plug, it should be a CR9E because that's the code for the standard plug. You can put iridiums in if you really want to, but I figured that these bikes run quite high spec anyway, so if this spark plug's doing a good job, then why change it, if you like. So once I've removed my old spark plug, just inspect it to see if your bike's running a little bit sort of hot. If it's running hot, it will be a white or glazed spark plug on the electrode, but they should be a light brown in colour if it's operating normally, which this one is. So there's your replacement plug, so you get 4 of those obviously, which is the CR9E. And once you get your old plug out, your new plug out, just give it a visual check. Sometimes in transport they can be dropped on their ends or hit, or if somebody's returned them because it's not the right plug, they could have changed the gap. So although they'll be preset, what you want to do is just check with a feeler gauge. They recommend between 0.7 and 0.8 millimetre, which you can see there in your manual. Just there. So what you want to do is just run your feeler gauge between your electrode and the terminal there, and just make sure it runs through, but sort of bites as well. It doesn't want to be too tight. You just want to be able to move it around on there. You can see down in there, and that's fine. Do that with all 4 plugs, and then we'll fit the new plugs. Right, so when you're inserting your new spark plug, I recommend putting it in with your rubber inserted spark plug socket, because that saves you dropping your spark plug down in the hole. If you have to use a standard one, then well, you have to, but I prefer doing it this way. So put it down in the hole, and then what you want to do is you do not want to be cross threading it. That's the worst thing you want to be doing. They should go freely down, they should not become tight all the way down. You should be able to wind it in with your fingers. So just do it with your fingers, don't use any tools for this bit, obviously apart from your socket. It should be nice and free until obviously you feel it go tight, which should be quite a way down. Right, there you go, so she's now nipped. Oh, starting to. A little bit notchy, but they normally are when they get to the bottom. There we go. Now that's tight with my fingers, and then we'll grab a ratchet. Right, so once you've done it finger tight, you're going to get a spanner in your standard kit, so I'm going to show you how to do it that way. So obviously you want to get your spanner, which is a 14mm, on the top there, and nip her up. You don't want to be going too mad with this, you just want to be doing it reasonably tight. Be sensible with this bit. That would be enough, about not even a quarter of a turn. That is tight enough, just nipped. Right, for this next step, once your spark plug's in and tightened up, what you want to do is put your core pack back in. They're a little fiddly to get them in the right position. And then give it a good firm push with your thumb down and onto your new spark plug. You should hear it click where it goes over the threads on the plug. It's a little hard to sometimes get the right amount of pressure on there, but that's on. Then you want to get your plugs back on like that, and that's your spark plug replaced. You then want to do your other three. Other three. That end one is a little fiddly to get to, but move everything out of the way and you'll be fine. And then you want to reinstall everything else in reverse order. Little tip for you guys: when you're reinstalling your airbox, what you want to do is push firmly down on these corners of the airbox, because that's like quite tight to get back on. You can see your throttle bodies down there, so you'll see when it's fully home, but make sure it goes all the way down. Right then guys, well, now she's all back together. Hopefully yours is the same. What you want to do now is start your bike up, and obviously check that it's not misfiring or anything weird like that. Check that it's running alright in general. Hopefully she's running okay. When you get a chance, give her a run up the road as well. Check it all out, double check it. So hopefully this video was a help to you and that you enjoyed the video. If you did like the video, go check out my oil and filter change, any other maintenance videos that I've got coming up. Leave a comment, because I always read my comments, and subscribe to see more videos like this one. So until next time, ride safe.